Alright guys, welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. Changed my freaking video settings. Hopefully this will actually work a little bit better. Because I tried starting this episode a couple times already and it wouldn't actually get up to speed at all. So hopefully this will work. Let's see. Oh yes, we're going to go head off to Miguelo and see if he needs any errands done. Yay, Miguelo, sup, buddy?
Vaughn, I was waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble on the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomaj over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? I can't leave my shop, and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
How about no? Sounds like a boring ass job to me. I thought this chore was going to be something completely different, like go slay some monsters or go on a wild epic adventure or stuff, but no, I have to go freaking fetch the... Oh, hey Penelo, sup? Yes, he did. Oh, whatever. Okay, Penelo, you be that way. Good lord. Anyway, the first little bit of this game actually starts out really slow, but don't worry, it'll pick up soon enough. I am going to try and do the first little bit of this game really fast at a pace that you probably won't be able to keep up with if you're playing the American version of the game, to be truthfully honest. So, yeah. Thanks in part to the fast forward button.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
Creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn! Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomaj, what's this?
Ah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Miguelo.
That's right! Vaughn, you should give it a shot!
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
Sounds interesting. Going off on a hunt? Miguelo won't worry about us, right? So, here's how it works. People post bills here on the notice board when they have a monster they need to take care of. Headhunters track people, right? Well, hunters track monsters. The monster you're hunting is called your mark. And here's the bill posted for the Rogue Tomato, a mark I've petitioned to have hunted. Do you want to hear about all the details? Yeah, sure, why not? Start with accepting hunts. You can't just take a look at the board and then go running off to hunt the mark. You miss out on the bounty. You gotta talk to the person who posted the bill, the petitioner, first. Let them know you're going on the hunt. So take this Rogue Tomato bill, for example. I posted it, so I'm the petitioner. You have to come talk to me. Let's call that step done for now, okay? Once your agreement is in place, the petitioner, me, will tell you how to find the mark. Then you hunt it, report back, and claim the bounty. Oh, and I'll give you something to help keep track of your hunt. a clan primer. Use it to refresh your memory about hunts you've accepted. It will come in extreme handy. Yeah, there are way too many freaking hunts in this game. Way too many for me to even care about. Let's just say I'm not going to do all of them. I'll just do enough to actually get by. And Araka armlet. It looks like you can't even equip that yet. Know why? You don't even have the license for it. Think of licenses as mileposts, marking your progress as your combat skills improve. Swords, bows, black magics, white magics. None of it does you a lick of good until you have the license to use it. Same goes for that armlet. You always have to obtain the license first. Now, I do have to agree with some people this licensing system is kind of BS, but yeah, you know what, I don't care. I'd say ready to hunt that mark for me. Oh, you'll be needing to leave the city. Just show it to the watch at the gate. Yay, we can leave the city now. Writ of transit. Alright, the east gate's the one you'll want to head out once you take care of. Yep. Alright, so we need to go to the Ester Sand in order to hunt this rogue tomato. I say tomato, you say tomato. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Yes, I got it. Alright, so now licenses in the American version. Every character had access to every single license at the exact same time. However, with this game, you don't. Which is one of the reasons why I like this game a lot better. Because you can have different characters specializing in different things and be able to have, I don't know, you have to use all your characters. Be able, you know, choose stuff that will cover weaknesses of other characters. Whereas if you were to go in the American version and basically have one character specialize in everything, you just need to have that one character. And yeah, it's kind of boring that way. Anyway, with Vaughn, I am going to have him be a hunter. Now, hunters basically have access to daggers. They have, I think they, later on, once you get into a certain place, once you get a certain Esper, because there's some licenses that are blocked, but there's an Esper that we can get later on once we actually gain access to it. It'll gain access to some guns that we can go do. Some of them have different techniques guarded. Some of them have like swords and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really interesting. Alright, so that's basically the hunter. White mage is basically white magic, cure, protect, and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to be using white mage for this playthrough. There are other characters that have white magic innate, and that they don't have to have the white mage ability in order to use it. So I'll be placing them in different job titles. Ulan is a spear class. They're the best weapon in the game. The strongest weapon in the game is the Zodiac Spear. I will not be going for it because it's kind of stupid on how you can get it. And plus, I am not going to be using this class either. So, yeah. Anyway, Machinist is basically guns. I think they can use, oh, what's it called? Measures as well. Measures are basically weapons that you can hold that if you attack your allies with it, it'll do minimal damage, but it will also give them a buff like haste or bubble or stuff like that. Kind of meh. I don't really care for it. It's not that useful to me because I'm going to be using another job class in order to do it. Red Mage. This one's actually kind of cool and is useful at the beginning of the game, but not towards the later end of the game. Number one, it can use axes and maces, which you know, in the beginning of the game, it's random damage, so you can do some really good damage at the beginning of the game. They also get access to white magic, black magic, you know, any magic that you have out there, green magic, you name it. However, they can't get the higher level versions of them, so yeah, they're going to be powerhouses at the beginning of the game, very versatile, but near the end of the game, they completely drop off the face of the map. Not going to use it. Knight, I will use for a certain character because she has white innate. So basically, I'm going to be putting her into like a paladin type setup. It would be really nice. She'll have really good defense, really good offense, and white magic to boot. So there you go. Monk, you uses sticks and poles and get really, really good HP. Physical attackers, physical people. I will be using this one as well. Time Mage, this is the one that is going to be, that I'm going to use over Machinist, because it has not only buffs that you can buff your people with, like haste and bubble and decoy and all that stuff, but it also has access to debuffs as well, like is it poison? No, poison's black black mage, or yeah. So I'll be using the Time Mage. They use crossbows too, so they get to be a very good long distance attacker. Breaker is just another version of Red Mage, except without access to magic, so yeah, I don't care much. Archer is basically a kind of like a Time Mage without access to time magic, so again, weaker. Black Mage I will use, is probably one of the more broken classes in the entire game. You can deal so much damage with a Black Mage, it's unheard of, basically. Which also brings me to another difference in the game, which I'll get into right after this. And then Samurai is basically katanas, speed, evasion, attack. It's, yeah. I mean, they get decent HP, but they have evade so that they can not get hit by people. I will be using that. So I'll be using Hunter, Samurai, Black Mage, Knight, Monk, and Time Mage. So with Vaughn, I'm going to be a Hunter. So, yeah. So there's 6 characters that we have in the game. Whatever. Also, with another difference that we can get, there's the Arachia armlet. So we just barely have enough license points in order to get that. We can also equip it real quick. So basically, another difference, the reason why I like this version of Final Fantasy XII a lot better than the US version, is they took out the damage limiter on it. So our damage cap is no more. In the US version, our damage cap was basically all the way up to 9,999, you know, basic Final Fantasy standard stuff. However, there is a certain boss, thank goodness he is optional, that has 5 million HP. Yeah, you heard me right. 5 million HP this guy has. So if you're going to be attacking him with...
You there, let's see some papers, boy.
Oh, I didn't mean to do this yet.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Miguelo. I just hate to see the consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the console waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
So yeah, if you were going up against that boss with 50 million HP, 50 million, yeah, it would take forever in the American version of this game, because you could only do 9,999 damage on each attack that you dealt to him. Yeah, you're still looking at probably around 100,000 attacks, separate attacks that you would have to do. With this game, with that damage thing taken off, you're going to be dealing, I mean, you're still not going to be dealing lots of damage. I think it's like 12,000, 13,000, 14,000. I think there's some attacks, if you do it properly, you can get up to 20,000 per attack. Maybe even a little bit more. I don't know. But, you know, and that will drastically reduce the time in order to actually go and kill off that mark. However, I am not going to go after that mark. Unless I get people requesting it. So, yeah, the reason why I bring it up now is because I might be near end game once this first part, or the second part, should be going up. So anyway, our mark that we're going to be hunting is this little guy right here. Rogue Tomato. Sup, buddy? Actually, really easy to go and hit. Alright, fine. And since we got the Oraka Amulet, we got our defense up a little bit more HP. Don't really have to worry about much. This guy's actually really weak. I have no idea why this guy would actually go and stop a caravan bringing food and all that into the city. You know, I'd figure there's a dinosaur guy right down the hill here. That dinosaur, yeah, see that T-Rex? I'd figure that guy would be more of the one to go and stop a caravan in its tracks. Oh, I don't have to keep on attacking. That's right. Another reason why I like... Ow! Don't want to use a potion, but might as well, so I don't actually die. And there you go. Easy as poop. Yay! Rogue Tomato vanquished.
Galbana lilies? Never thought I'd see him growing out here. Ugh. This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
I wonder why Vaughn wants some Galbana lilies. Alright, well, whatever. Anyway, next time we'll be heading back up into the city and claiming the hunt bounty and stuff. So, until then, this is UTUnctus signing off, saying keep things frosty. Goodbye, Warfiz. You shall eat my blade.